Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be going over the first gun of 2026 that I brought home today. So I haven't shot it yet. We're gonna check that out next week and hopefully do some filming with it. Some of the tests I'll run the gun through to check function and fitment of everything, especially extractor. But to introduce the gun, this is a Tisas Stakeout. It is a 5-inch 1911. It more or less is a GI style with a few upgrades, I would say, bring it more into the 80s era versus like a true GI model. It does have a scallop frame like an A1 does. But as far as fitment goes, I'm very impressed with this gun as far as parts. Nice part about Tisas is they quit using MIM parts and all internals are steel now. So this gun should, in theory, stand up to long-term use, heavy use, over something with MIM parts. Not saying MIM parts are bad. I've had plenty of 1911s with them. Never had an issue. As far as fitment goes, steel parts do help that. As far as feature set on the gun goes, though, it has a notched serrated rear sight, a gold bead front sight, which I really like. It's a more of a classic sight arrangement. It does have a ring hammer, which I really appreciate that look of. I find that to be very classy. Single-sided safety. It's just big enough to activate very efficiently. It's pretty positive too. Like I said, I'm impressed with this gun for the money. Trigger pull, I find just a little lacking. It does have that pencil eraser kind of feel to it. Before I do that, the trigger is serrated and appears to be a long trigger. I have large hands. I don't mind the long trigger. Short triggers, I can sink a lot more finger onto it. It doesn't really affect how I shoot the gun. What does affect how I shoot the gun, though, is the trigger pull. And like I said, this does have a little bit of a pencil eraser feel to it right there. And then the break. It's not bad. Like I said, next week we're going to put a few hundred rounds through it. See if that gets a little better. One thing I will be definitely changing out are these grips. I like the checkered pattern. And if these were all checkered without the two diamonds, I might consider leaving them if it didn't have the sharp edge down here at the base of the grip. What that does is right here on the palm of my hand, it actually digs in to that real meaty part when I grip the gun, get a real firm purchase on it. Same way with the other side. As far as, like I said, barrel fitment on this thing is actually pretty impressive. I mean, you can't. I can't move that, and there's no sound to it. So I wish it did have some sort of texturing on the front strap. Some light checkering would be nice. I like as aggressive as I can get it. 20 LPI, like a TRP, would be awesome, but that would just up the price. Honestly, though, they could do that and sell a ton of these, even more than they already do. But yeah, I'm excited to get it to the range, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it shoots good, and I don't have to worry about changing a bushing or a barrel out. Just a set of grips and maybe do some trigger work to it. So if you're in the market for a shooter or a project gun, maybe check out this Tisas. This is the first one I've ever owned. It's the first one I've seen. I bought this online after reading a bunch of reviews, and so far it's lining up with what everybody said. It's a pretty nice gun, especially for the money. This was very south of $400. So, like I said, if you want a project gun, this might be the route to go. So check them out. Thanks for watching.